Oh, welcome back to the shop. I'm Rich Lucore. This is a 2023 Ford Maverick XLT extra luxury truck. Oh, it's got cloth interior, but it's pretty cool. These are pretty new. They came out last year, 2022. This one's a 2023 with hardly any miles, and it just received a 2-inch lift kit from Rough Country, which is actually a pretty affordable lift kit. It's new struts that are longer, it has new rear shocks that are longer, new rear coils, and then a few other components needed to complete the lift. It actually looks pretty good. It looks like you can probably fit maybe a 31-inch tire in there without rubbing. I don't know what the specs are yet. I'm not sure what they're going to be putting on this one yet, but we'll share that information when we figure it out. I'm going to line this thing real quick after getting the lift kit on there, and then I'll walk you in and under and around this car so that if you're thinking about one of these things and want to know a little bit more, maybe I'll be able to share some information with you and answer some questions. Looks like a really nice 4-wheel independent suspension. This one is 4-wheel drive, and let's get to work. I'll even show you how to do the leave in neutral mode, which is actually very simple because other alignment guys like me need to push these things around. Ooh, that's got a fast rate. Well, the back end of this thing is all out of whack, which isn't too surprising. The front's not too bad. Let's see if we can even up our camber. Let's see what we can do to make this thing drive straight. Actually, for as many parts as were changed, it's not too bad. The toe's a disaster in the back. So this one is a FX4 off-road edition. Got a metal skid plate. Got alloy lower control arms, front and rear, I think. Nice big disc brakes. Too bad it's a transverse drivetrain. It would be nice if it was longitudinal drivetrain. Alloy rear arms. There's my camber adjustments. I'll have to look and see where my toe adjustment is. Not a big deal. This thing's what, about the size of a side-by-side, isn't it? I feel like it's smaller than an S10. But it's probably the same size as an S10. I think that's the market that these were trying to replace. S10 and Ranger. Danger Ranger! Alright, so the rear suspension on the 2022 Maverick, at least on this one, these are your toe adjustments. There is no factory camber adjustment in the rear. I'm sure somebody will be coming out with an upper control arm that is adjustable if there's actually a demand for it, because that's usually what happens is people want it and then somebody builds it. But an upper arm that's adjustable will fill that void if that becomes a void. Basically 21. Oh, well, that was tight. And then 19, make your adjustment. And we're towed in, we need to tow out. Means I need to bring it in. I can't see that far. So it looks like they want a 10th toe in. sizes. I was looking at the wrong reading. I just adjusted the thrust angle instead of the toe because I'm a dummy. Let's check that. 0.07, we'll lock that down. Do the same over here. So moving up front, our cambers are actually dead even. 0.6 positive, 0.6 positive. So they're fine there. It really should have negative camber, but I'm going to just loosen up the struts and see if I can drop them more negative. Just kind of relax the suspension a little bit. And then I will set my toe. I could grind the front struts to achieve better camber, but that's an additional charge. Or put in camber adjusting bolts that make cam bolts that you can put in these so you can make it a little more adjustable, which would be best. So we'll see if they want us to do those adjustments, but let me see how much I can gain just by loosening them with the weight of the vehicle, and we'll see. That got us to -3. That gained us 9, almost a full degree. Let's do it on this side. I like that better. -4, -4, dead even, and no extra parts needed. So just loosen up the bolts and let the weight of the car push it where it needs to go. Give it all. I always put a dab of oil on these so the next time I do an alignment on this, they won't be seized. Alright, so the tire ends have a hex on them. They're 15 millimeter. And we're going to probably take a full turn out of it. Pretty close to a full turn, a little more. Same on this side. Like that. I usually set my toe on, street-driven cars with big tires closer to 0 than what the factory recommends. It's still within factory specification, but I'm looking for better tire wear and also better fuel efficiency. So, this thing calls for 0.13 degrees toe in on each side, and I'll set it at like 0.8, which, sorry, it's 0.08, which is less, but it's not a lot. It's just me being nitpicky. Went the wrong way, dummy. 0.7 within spec and still green. I'll take it. So let's double check our caster just to make sure it's correct, and then we'll hit print and this one will ship. And my caster's within 0.2 of a degree. My camber shows within 1/10 of a degree. My toe's right where it needs to be. So we'll strip this thing down. I'll walk you under the vehicle. Unibody or monocoque Construction, 4-wheel disc brakes, 17-inch rims, full-size spare, frame-mounted hitch with wiring. Nice factory wiring. New coil springs, new rear shocks. Alloy lower control arms, alloy rear diff. Rear sway bar. Two-piece rear drive shaft. Electric steering. Stainless steel exhaust. That'll probably last longer than the car. Steel knuckle, those should hold up well. The aluminum knuckles we change a lot because they bend. New struts and probably new sway bar links. Nope, those are the factory sway bar links. I don't see any tool marks on that one, so it must be the original. Alloy lower arms. Big front disc brakes. Good belly protection. Not a bad little truck. Those look like they're cast. Yep, cast calipers, cast brackets. I always wondered why they don't coat these like they do the calipers. Probably because you don't see it and it's an extra cost, I suppose. Comes down to pinching those pennies. Nah, not too bad. Little 4-banger. Got a turbo on it too. I can't tell. Doesn't look like it does. Maybe it does. It would be in the back. I bet there's a turbo in there somewhere. I don't honestly know what's in these. Conforms to 2024 here. Nice. 2-liter R1234YF. That stuff's expensive. Air filter looks easy enough to service. I wonder if we'll be doing head gaskets on these like we did on the Quad 4s that GM put out back in the day. Yeah, it's almost like a denim-ish interior. Yeah, I know the transmission's not in park. Here, let's fix that. So, taking the transmission and leaving it in neutral, all you have to do is take it out of neutral. But if you want to put your transmission in neutral, hey, put it in neutral, hit the center button twice, and then the light will flash. And now you are in neutral service mode. Shush. I know oh, it won't let me remove the key with it in neutral, but that's okay. That's how you can push it around without having to hop in the car. Pretty simple. Ooh. You're not putting much of a person in the back seat of one of these if you're a 220-pound dude like me in the driver's seat. Good place for your dog, I suppose. I don't think you're hauling any sheets of plywood in it, but it'll work for a lot of people for their needs. I'm more of a full-size truck kind of guy, but who can afford one of those new these days? Let's get this thing outside, take it for a drive. Wash my hands. It's got heated seats. Those are amazing. Heated seats are awesome. So that's a crew cab. This is a single cab. And it's about 2 feet longer. It's probably, I don't know, maybe a foot wider than a single cab S10. That's pretty funny. That's what $38,000 gets you these days. Nice truck. I like it. I want to see it with some like 3110.5s. I think that'll look really good. Well, that's a quick alignment on a brand new Ford Maverick XLT off-road edition. Now it's more off-road with a 2-inch lift kit from Rough Country, and hopefully going to get some 31-ish size tires to complete the look. I wonder what's out there for like brush guards and better bumpers and stuff, winch mounts. Are you going to go four-wheeling in your Ford Maverick? I hope you do. I'd like to see how it does out there in the sticks. It's pretty nice little driving car. Got heated seats, which felt really good on my back. But at any rate, it's time to move on to the next thing. I don't know what that is yet. Thanks for watching. Click like, subscribe, leave us a comment below. Have a safe day out there. See you on the next one.